let's. I'm facing some minor technical issues, but ठीक है. I hope it is working. Is it? I'm audible. Not sure. I'm audible. Not sure. Yeah, I think I am. Anyways, let's focus on painting now. So this is the color I think works best over here. I think so. Is it too bright? Like, see this. What I do is, first of all, like, we squint, like close our eyes, minimal, and that's how we can judge the darkness or lightness of any place. So I think that this color should work. Looking at the reference, and yeah, here we go. Again, always focusing on the form. Okay, top forehead where light hits first. Okay, and that is why it's so bright. And makes sense, of course it does. Now what happens is, generally we are pretty much used to of pencils. So what we do is, this is pretty light. So to render from here to here, what we do, what we are habitual of doing is just decreasing the pressure, but that's not how it works, right? So we alter the color to make it more darker. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. Always remember form. Okay, always. That is like the most important thing. Is this way dark? I think so. It is pretty dark. But ठीक है यार. Let's try it. Is it? It is. It's okay. It's actually the color that I wanted here. So it's looking too prominent. Okay, I don't want this bone part to be too prominent like this. So here I am adjusting the nearby colors just a bit enough. I think it's done. Yep, it's good enough. So now I think I'm getting some sort of an understanding on how the old masters used to paint. Maybe. Lovely. I think this portion is more darker than how much it should be. So here I am altering just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. The artist whose artwork I'm studying, like, he was a master. I think now it makes more sense. And I actually realized how artists used to paint some sort of an understanding, and can call it an epiphany or something like that. Seriously. Pretty transparent. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I think this is the color, actual color. And with time, one should shift from transparent pigments to opaque pigments. Okay, once you've established the value structure, once you have established it, one should move towards more transparent pigments, as per my understanding. I know I've messed up this place a bit, but sorry, still it's fine. Value structure is what matters the most. Okay, now that we are working, I can check if this is light or dark. I think it is dark enough to be light in this part of face. Yep. Hi Joa, thank you so much for your compliments. I really appreciate it. By the way, I'm just letting you know that not just you, like whoever is listening to my words, I'm just letting them know that in general I'm always online. Means I paint live every day, and there I paint, I talk, and sometimes people join and we have some conversation as such. So it's like, it's good, it's better at least, because what I used to do is I was spending a lot of my time on some useless social media apps and all, which was messing up with my mind in a way. And when I realized that it's just a waste of time, effort, energy, and I don't like it either. It's just, it is somewhat addictive, and I was getting affected by it. So instead of spending my time on social media apps like Instagram and all, I'm painting here. At least that's the reason why this started, like everyday painting sessions. And I'm liking it because I'm someone who has been in love with painting since, like, I don't even remember when. Okay. So here it is. I think this lines are pretty sharp, but ठीक है. something about it. This is too bright to be here. Okay. So here it is. I'm just placing the color I think should be here. That's it. Now these places, let's let's create some gradation and see what works. I think this works just fine. No, it's too bright. There's supposed to be a hint of darkness. Like this much will do, I think. Yep. Okay. So this was not supposed to be this pink. It was supposed to be ochreish. Okay. By ochreish I mean yellow ochre. That's the color I can see. Now it is way lighter than what it should have been like. So here I am adding a hint of the darker shades. I hope it works. I think it did. It's fun in the meantime. You mix a color, you place it in the canvas. If it makes sense, you keep it. If it doesn't, you remove it. And you keep doing it till it makes some sort of sense for you. At the end of the day, it's your painting. Okay, fine. This is a study by a very famous artist, and I can't claim anything under the sky as done by him to be mine. No way, no sir. But what I'm saying is, his artworks touch my heart, and I'm just, in a way, a fanboy. Who's appreciating the work he has done. Possibly what I think is after this layer, what one should do is let it dry completely. By the way, this is way lighter. It should have been a tad bit darker than this. So, but it should be in the ballpark of red. So I don't want high chroma. So I'm gonna mix it with gray of same value. Okay. To decrease the chroma of a color, just add gray of same value to it. And voila. The chroma decreases. What I did here right now. if you can see. Okay, similar values. It's better. Now what? Now that I have done this, still her face is like very colorful. Okay, makes sense, but I kinda don't like this much color here. So what I'm gonna do is I would just let this painting dry. Okay, and once it's dry, I'll again work on it using some lighter, some using more medium in the process. Okay, so that's how probably I'll achieve smoother transitions. The eyes, I have to work on the eye part before I leave this painting to dry and start working on some another piece. Because her eyes are beautiful in the painting, and I don't want to do any injustice to his work. Okay, if I'm incapable, that's a completely different scenario. But I won't even try. No, no. That's not what's gonna happen. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. What I can do is get a hint of this color, I think so, if it makes sense. So hint of white, more than just a hint of white, please. And this has become completely grey. I don't want that. I want it to be a bit yellowish. So here I am adding yellow. She's looking pretty. That's for sure. And this color needs a bit of white. Okay. And a hint of liquid as usual. Just want to see what it does to. I'm not sure. I think it will work. Okay, but I just dry brush it a bit. This is called, at least this is called scumbling in a way. Okay, though I'm not doing it in a master way, but this is what scumbling looks like. At least that's what I understand how it looks like. Is there anywhere in the entire painting as bright as this? I don't think so. No, not at all. These lines are looking very sharp. Let's. Sorry. Wow. Smoothen this part a bit. Makes more sense. Yep, I like it. But you know what? It does. It should have a hint of like this bright colors somewhere, like just touch of it. Not too much. Just touch like this. Okay. Bit darker ones here. Yes, I think this is the color. Bit light. Okay. Yeah, why not? This actually makes a bit more hint of these colors, not too much. Let's make it a tad bit dark and use it somewhere else. I think it needs more light than this. Now actually I'm playing with very minute value shifts. Probably too light. I think it's looking better. And bro, I guess I'm almost done with it. Seriously. No, no, no. It's too dark. Too light. Okay. Shall we work on some another part of the painting? How light is it? I think this is just perfect color for this place. It needs to be a bit dark. So let's make it darker. A bit more. Okay. Sometimes it's too tiring, bro. So let me zoom out a bit and show you how the painting looks like right now. this is the progress after like 5 days of painting. And of course, like after this, the subsequent layers are supposed to be uh, more, it's a bit more medium, and that's how I'll be able to achieve the smoothest transitions possible. Because I'm actually pretty happy with how the painting looks right now at this stage. Of course, a lot of things can be improved at any stage in a painting, but the way it's like looking right now, I'm quite happy. Of course, this is way more chromatic. It needs a lot of work in this portion. Anyways, I'm quite happy with the interplay of light and shadow, which I'm able to communicate. Is, of course, it is not at the level of old masters, but it is something, and I'm happy with it. That's it. That is just enough. No. Sometimes I just want to go berserk with the painting. Seriously. Paint whatever I feel like. It's not to focus on the technicalities and all. But I'm worried it'll probably ruin the painting more than what it'll do any good or anything as such. So yeah, here I am making these minute shifts. At least trying to next consecutive layer going to be interesting. Seriously. So I guess I'm done for the day. Let's see how it looks in YouTube. Okay. Finally, some correct values in correct places, but some very sharp transitions are also there, which I don't like. So just going a bit berserk with the painting. It's looking good. I, someone is listening to very sad songs right now in my hostel. It's crazy. कोई it's looking better now. Possibly that's how things are gonna happen. With time, I'll figure out the methods on my own. I just have to stick to the basics and focus on the value structure. I'm not sure if you guys are able to listen or not, but yeah, someone is listening to pretty sad music right now. Anyway, Yeah, sometimes I do blend with my fingers. Work on that dress. I can work on a lot of things. I think I should work on the hairs first. Because some transitions, they were supposed to be very smooth, but apparently they're not, because of me, of course. I'm the one who didn't made it smooth. Mm, yeah. Let's go a bit crazy and see what happens. Ah, let's not go too crazy. Okay. Now let's just paint with nothing else, just pure instincts. Okay. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Good. I like it. I think it's decent enough. By the way, these are just the shine, okay? This is how the painting looks. I had to tilt it a bit because otherwise it was a bit confusing. Okay. I think I'm kind of done with how the painting looks right now. Happy with it. Yeah. Because today was actually somewhat like a tiring day for me. Too bright, bro. Don't. Ish, re. Sorry. It's looking quite interesting now. Of course, not at all as as good as the reference image, but it is something, and it has progressed a lot. It was actually sixth day of my painting, and here I am. I think the head, the left part of the head, it should be a bit lighter than what it is right now. Okay, so let's work on it. Let's see. I know I should have mixed more colors, but ठीक है. How is it? Need a little bit of light. It makes sense. This part. Yep. Yeah. This. Okay. Now it transformed a lot into a better painting, of course. I'm quite happy with how it's looking right now. So here it is, another study of painting by the artist whom I really admire a lot, the very respected William-Adolphe Bouguereau. darker than how much it should be. So here I am just tapping little. It makes more sense. It's looking pretty. Of course, she is the model is herself very pretty, no doubt. And Bouguereau has done some sort of magic, okay, sorcery in a way. Okay. Yep. I think it's looking like decent enough, perfect for the time being right now. For the consecutive layer, what I'll do is I'll keep on working with it, making the transitions even smoother, adding more medium to the painting, to the artwork. Hmm. And yes, I'm using a hog hair bristle brush for just fanning out the details, making the transition a bit smoother. Yeah, I think it's looking perfect. Of course, I need to work on this part, the left eye portion. And yeah, why not? Let's work on it. So for this part, I'll be using this brush. I don't know if it is visible or not. It is it is semi-hard. It's not too hard like this hog hair bristle brush, and not too soft like the sable ones. Okay, so let's mix some colors and do something. This is almost black. Hmm. No, the painting is coming out perfectly fine. Okay. Eyebrows are like, they are not the way they should have been, of course. It's a crime to make eyebrows like this. At least the eyebrows should look more like uh, like both of these eyebrows belong to the same person. Okay, that's how it should typically look like. But in this case, both are very different. I don't like it. I might sketch later the way I did with the entire face. Hmm. This should do here, I think. Makes a bit more sense. Okay, here goes nothing. I think I should just let it dry first. Then I'll work and improve all these minute details. Yeah, I'm feeling very sleepy as well, and I've already waited 1 hour today. I'm pretty happy with the work. I'm actually very happy with it, honestly speaking. Though I still believe that the head part, no, this, it should be a bit more lighter. So I don't know. Let's see if I can make it a bit more light. Okay, let's. How about just placing the color and then blending it out? Achieving this by tapping and dapping, and that's it. How is it now? I think it is better. Finally, it's looking more believable. Just imagine how off I was in the values, in the choices values. How much off I was. Like, seriously. Now it makes way more sense. Sorry. Okay. Now that I have done my work here, I want to see if I can improve this portion a bit as well. Just fixing the values, nothing much. messed up a bit. Like, not a bit actually. And that's the reason why these immense mistakes are there in the painting. And I'm fixing them bit by bit, one by one. Makes more sense, looks better. What else do you need, bro? हो तो गया. These are all just the shine, okay? Let me keep the painting a bit closer for you guys to see how it's actually looking like. Okay. Better. I'm done. Just thinking to sleep now. Anyways, this is the progress so far. Bye bye, everyone. See you guys tomorrow. Maybe with a different painting, not this one. Because I'll let it dry for like 1-2 days, and then I'll again look at it with a fresh set of eyes so that I could see some of the mistakes or some of the places where I can improve the painting. Okay, so yep, possibly tomorrow I'll be working on some another painting. I'll let it dry for 2 days, and then let's see what's there. Okay, let's not overwork on it. Bye bye, everyone. Good night. And let me show you how this painting looks like. I have worked on it. So this is how it's up close.